Here we go.
Yes, sir. The boys are back in town.
Rap Sports News,
RSN Podcast. Chill.
Yeah.
We back, man.
Yeah, man. It's been a minute, right?
It's been a minute.
It's like everything kind of fell apart for a second.
Hey, man. That's how life goes sometimes.
All right. Well, let's catch up on some topics. We got starting off with rap.
All right.
Chief Keef, Sosa,
Oh,
back in Chicago for the first time in 10 years. Actually, more, like 12 years.
you know the streets is litty.
I think it was Summer Smash 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he was back there for the first time. Large crowd, a lot of energy, so I'm sure that felt good for him.
Word. Yeah, it's always good to be welcome back home.
Mm-hmm. They're like 10 years. Because you, like, imagine, like, just getting kicked out of your home state for, like, a decade,
That's wild.
right?
That's wild. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. But now, I mean, after 10 years, like, what was it, Florida he was at?
I think he was out west.
Or somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's now you got two homes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, like, if you look at it, you know what I'm saying? Like, after 10 years, I mean, you kind of got to claim both now.
Right. All right. So, some beef that happened earlier in the month. Cardi B and Bia, they went back and forth. Bia, she dropped a diss song. I heard the diss song. And it's not that it was bad. It was just boring.
It didn't live up to the expectations.
Right. And, of course, Cardi, she's not going to respond because I don't think she writes. So,
Yeah.
I feel like what's the point of battling someone?
If you don't write your own.
Yeah.
Yo, you better make it good, too. Say something about her hair.
Right.
Like,
And it just, at this point, I think they should just fight.
hey, one of them celebrity fights.
Not even, just
No,
a street fight.
Just a street fight.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like, you see her at a club.
just get it over with.
Right.
Hey, need some closure. There you go.
All right. Cassie responded to basically a video that came out earlier last month.
Okay.
And this is what she said. She said, I want to thank you all for the love and support from family, friends, strangers, those that I've met. The outpouring of love has created a safe place for my younger self to settle and feel safe. But now the only beginning domestic violence issue, it broke me down to someone that I thought I never would become with a lot of hard work. I'm better today, but I will always be recovering from my past. Thank you to everyone that has taken the time to take the matter seriously. My only ask is that everyone open their hearts to believe victims the first time. That was where I was with her up until like that
Up until that part, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'm glad that she's gotten her justice or whatever.
For sure.
But I think everybody needs to be able to defend themselves, basically.
Yeah, and it's like going to that example before with the brick lady, we call it, the one who, these dudes beat me with a brick, hit me with a brick in my face, come to find out it was a lie. Mm-hmm. Of course, you got to look at all sides of the story, right? It's always three sides to the story. You got to look at, what the accuser says, what the person accused says, and the facts, right? So I feel like, yeah, I was with her up until that point too, because we can't, just because somebody, I could say, you hit me with your car and I, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you just drove by me. I mean, we need the facts. So I think everybody should be taken seriously. But you can't just side with the victim.
Just as soon as they say something.
Yeah, just as soon as they say something.
That's not going to work out. But like I said, I'm glad that she got her justice.
Word.
All right. Something with Diddy. He lost his honorary degree from Howard. And I think also he had to give back the key to the city.
Oh, man. I don't even know where to start with him.
The boy Diddler.
Yeah, but I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner, though.
Yeah.
So he got a couple weeks out of it.
I think kind of like the same thing when the allegations happened and they paid it off and stuff, since there was no evidence that came out.
Yeah.
Maybe they let him keep all that, but
now he's losing everything.
After the video came out, that was bad.
Yeah, he's losing everything. I mean, is he out there Russell Simmons now or what?
He should have. He should have already left.
He should be out the country and stay.
All right, we had J-Lo, she ended up canceling her tour, and she sold her house that she had with Ben Affleck.
J-Lo. I mean, what do you think? You think that has anything to do with
I
the
don't.
whole
I don't
Ben
think her
thing, or?
canceling the tour had anything to do with it. I think her ticket sales is low. Like, I don't think people are rushing to see
Checking it.
Jenny from the Block like that.
Yeah, man. And that just made me think of something. But I feel like J-Lo's at the point in her career where it's like she's so used to being so like talked about in such a highlight that when her buzz kind of dies down, she's just like, oh, it's you either love me or nothing kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But one other person I just saw today, and I could be late on this, I saw Missy's headlining a tour for the first time.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that today. That she's can't even speak.
She's
headlining her first tour. And she was saying how she was very excited about it. So shout out to Missy. She should have J-Lo should have did something with Missy. Then
that
it,
would
you know
have
what
worked
I'm saying?
out.
Boom, J-Lo and Missy tour. Boom. Then it would have been. But then she would have had to co-headline it because J-Lo ain't gone.
She's not gonna open.
She's not opening.
Yeah, I guess. All right, so I don't even really watch this show that much, or I really don't watch it at all. But the Bloom Pop show is making its rounds right now. A guy was on it. His name was I think Aaron Salone is his real name.
Okay.
Basically, he was going back and forth with some of the women. All of the women except one ended up popping their balloon. I actually think the one that kept her balloon was probably the finest one there. But everybody else, they ended up popping their balloon. And he ended up going back and forth with them, right?
Mm.
And so people got mad on the internet, say he was being too rude. So like 500 people called his job, got him fired.
That's whack, bro. I'm sorry. That's like, even if whether you agree or disagree with this guy, to call somebody's job, that's violating right there. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing, like, you know how people get mad, you have a rude customer service person at McDonald's or somewhere, and they like, even calling the manager is a stretch. Like, some people will, you have those people who will, and some people just like, whatever, I ain't going there no more, whatever, to that location. To call somebody's job because they were on a dating show, that has nothing to do with their job.
Nothing.
Like, what does that have to do with him plumbing?
Right.
I don't know. That's
and I just
weird.
feel like anybody with good sense probably ain't going up to that show no more.
No.
Like, so now it's gonna be like really dusty.
Yeah, that's very weird. I would never. I hope that don't become a trend though, too.
Wow.
Just like trying to ruin people's lives because
they've been doing it though.
Yeah, I mean, it's like part of it is like that could have just messed up the show, like you just said. Like people might think twice about it and like, nope, I'm not going on that.
They should.
Yikes!
I wouldn't go up there.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I wouldn't subject myself to that anyway, but definitely not if people don't call my job.
That's crazy.
Because I don't like you. Like, that happens.
Yeah.
All right. So this actually happened a while back too, but we had a police officer. I think he was out west. He ended up locking himself in the back of the car with a chick he was with, or a chick he was arresting. And he had to call another officer to come get him out. And then he was like, oh, I thought she was sick, and I was trying to help her out, and I ended up locking myself in. That's what happened.
He's trying to help her out, all right.
Yeah. But he ended up resigning, so he's out of a job.
Question is, was it worth it, sir?
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing now, but that's crazy, right?
He gonna be on the show.
But then when they say, what do you do for work? He gonna be like, I don't got a job.
I'm a retired police officer.
Right. At like 30.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Earlier in the month, we had a water pipe break downtown Atlanta that ended up shutting down water at the airport and some of the stadiums. Megan Thee Stallion's show was canceled, all that stuff.
Yeah, city of Atlanta. It's unacceptable.
Right?
You can't have Megan Thee Stallion show canceled. What's wrong with you?
I mean, you can cancel that, but
yeah, you can cancel that. But
like, I feel like Atlanta has so much money that they should have been able to fix it way faster.
Yeah, I mean that made national news. Like that was crazy. Like somebody asked me that on the call. It's like, hey, everything all right there in Atlanta? I was like, oh, yep.
Like, watch your mouth.
I'm in North Georgia.
Right. No, we ain't even. Yeah, we ain't even Atlanta. All right, Eboni K. She announced that she's going to be having a baby in August, and she said she will be a single mother by choice.
Yikes! What do you think about that?
I think it's a big fat flop, bro. Like, I don't think that you should be promoting that. I think a strong family will always be like the best for a child, especially like, I mean, boy or girl, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just for either one. Just having a full mom, dad, and child all together. Unless just something happens and that can't work out. But
yeah, I mean, the way we grew up, man, it's you fight for it. You try to make it work. Mm-hmm. And in the last case scenario, then if you have to do that, you know, split ways. But nowadays, everybody just like, whatever. They don't care. It's just, and then you wonder why society is the way it is.
yeah.
You wonder why, and this is a whole nother topic, but you wonder why a kid, I think it was last week or whenever, I think it was, walked into a library and started shooting people. Mm-hmm. And he's like 16 or something, throws his life away. Like, because they see they don't have hope in certain aspects. They see abandonment. They see different things, and they like, yo, what? I really don't care no more.
Yeah, it's like they don't have that guidance. Like, just having one parent. Like, moms, they're important. They do a lot of things for children, especially that, like, the more nurturing side.
Of course.
But I feel like, you know, fathers, they give their kids, like, direction. They give them structure. They give them discipline if they do it all right.
Mm-hmm. And there's no such thing as a perfect parent. I mean, we all have our flaws, right? But just that presence, just that the effort, you know, leading by example, the effort and being there. Like, you know, of course, we wish, you know, we jokes aside, I wish her the best with that situation, but it's gonna be a difficult situation, man. It's like for the kid's sake. I don't care about the person, but the kid's sake, it's gonna be tough.
Like, I don't think that you can just raise them alone on money. I'm sure she has her finances right. She's very popular. Yeah. She's on all these shows. I'm sure she'll have like books and cookbooks and YouTube shows, stuff like that later, but money's not enough.
Nah, money. If you were raised just on money, look how many people were raised just on money and their lives turned out to be terrible. Mm-hmm. Terrible. Mm-hmm. No morals, no foundation.
Right. All right. Another story that happened, we had a Atlanta shooting in a wing spot where I don't know what happened. One dude walks in. He tried to pull his gun out, but the guys got the drop on him. They shot him. Dude ran out the store. He comes back to get his phone because he left it. Then when he goes out the store, he gets shot.
Bruh. He got to get it. Not that. All right. How the heck do you shoot somebody? First of all, you shoot somebody who's reaching for a gun. You shoot them. They on the ground. You don't take their gun. You leave them with the gun. Yeah. Full access to it. And then you walk back in to get your phone or whatever and get shot. Like,
it's just like not thinking about nothing or just thinking it can't happen. I don't know what happened with them, but look, man, at wing spots, it's risky out here in Atlanta, guys.
Man, who took the L on that one?
Both of them, because they both had to go to the hospital.
That's equal. That's stupid. That's equally 50-50. Hey, you want to talk about 50-50? That's 50-50 right there.
Actually, the one that had to go to jail, I'm sure one of them got a self-defense, but the one that had to go to jail and had to go to the hospital. I think the other one probably just went to the hospital, but I don't know what happened between them.
Well, because he shot him, though, he probably went to jail too.
Not if he's protecting
in self-defense. Yeah, that's true. Because dude did come back and he kicked him. He was kicking him or something like that. Remember, he was kicking him.
So he could have went to jail too.
Damn.
I don't know, man. It's just L's, all L's.
Hey, but just be careful before you walk into the wing spots these days.
Yeah, for sure.
Might want to have it delivered.
Yep. Or one that you trust.
Mm-hmm.
Red Lobster files bankruptcy.
Not the shrimps.
Yeah, endless shrimp, and blowing $11 million on that.
That's some expensive shrimp right there, boy.
They made a TikTok challenge on it.
God, y'all TikTokers are ruining restaurants.
Got them to file bankruptcy. This was like one of the most prime spots in the 90s.
Yeah, I ain't been to Red Lobster in a minute, man.
I haven't been there in years, but I do remember growing up, like, when we went to Red Lobster, that was like...
You wear your good clothes, yeah.
It would be like Sunday right after church.
Right after church. Yeah, you went to Red Lobster back then. But Red Lobster was like the nowadays Papados.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you had to compare it, like, Red Lobster is like Papados these days.
It was fancy at one point in time, guys.
And then it just, like...
got dusty. All right. NBA playoffs. Boston won the championship.
Yes, sir. Shout out to them Boston Celtics. I'm not a Boston Celtic fan, but I got to pay respect to them because they did the thing. You know, Jason Tatum had a tremendous game. Jaylen Brown got the finals MVP, which we thought he would. It all kind of played out kind of how I thought it would. After seeing how Dallas, the inconsistencies of how they played in the finals, because they were playing good before that, I kind of figured Boston was going to win, of course. But I expected more out of Dallas, a whole lot more. I expected them to play a lot better. But it's going to be interesting to see how they bounce back next year, you know, for all the Dallas fans. But shout out to Boston, like I said. They did the thing. They got the most championships ever in the NBA. They got 18. So they were tied with the Lakers at 17. They got 18.
Okay. All right. And Angel Reese, she got a foul against Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, man. You know, she was going up to block the ball. She caught Caitlin across the head. And I think it was upgraded. The foul was upgraded, the flagrant or whatnot. But you know, I feel like anything with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark is going to be in the public eye. It's going to be magnified to be something bigger than what it really is. I mean, but then again, you know, every time Caitlin gets hurt, it's against that team.
Yeah.
It's like she need a bodyguard out there,
She has a lot
boy.
of protection.
Yeah. Yeah. So if they play again this season, I'm sure they do. They played twice already. They play again and she get hit again. They're going to be looking at Chicago like, because I already started seeing a lot of comments and videos about how the WNBA is racist to Caitlin Clark. And they were saying that she needs to be protected and this and that. And I kind of just feel like a lot of the people in media who's spinning these stories, doing these stories, are just trying to create some division. You know what I'm saying? A negative division. Like, Caitlin Clark has brought attention to the WNBA, just like all the Angel Reese and some of the other players.
Yeah, AJ.
Yeah, Aja Wilson. My God, she is destroying people. Like, she's cooking. There's a lot of other females out there, so I'm hoping that with all these new eyes to the WNBA, that some of these other players get some shine that they deserve because they are balling.
Exactly. And I mean, I think it makes for a good story anyway when they throw the race thing in there. They've been doing that for like decades. So.
Yeah, but
and it always works.
It does. It does. It makes more people interested in finding out and all that. But the only thing about it is, as a people in general, is getting a little bit more chippy outside. Just for, you know what I'm saying? Just subconsciously, they're feeling a certain way about what they saw in the media, and now people in public are like looking at each other as if they Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's the only part that I don't like is racism in general. But you know, as far as this villain superhero thing they got going on, keep it like that. Don't, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. All right, you ready for a fun topic?
Let's do it.
All right, we're gonna go with 2000s R&B women. We got A. Marie, we got Maya, we got Alicia Keys, we got Ashanti.
Dang.
Who reigns supreme?
As far as what?
Who's the best one? Who you
Artist?
like the most?
Artist? Like
Anything.
body of music?
Anything.
Album?
It can be voice,
Song?
it can be songs, it could be sales, it could even be movies if you feel like it.
All right, say that list one more time.
We got A. Marie, Maya,
Maya,
Alicia Keys, and Ashanti.
Um, dang, that's tough. If I'm giving it overall for me, I'm gonna say overall career Ashanti. For me, I like Ashanti the most. I like the others for different reasons, like a specific song or this or that. But just all like if you put in all categories and putting it to an average all overall, I'm gonna say Ashanti. Back in the day, my favorite was Maya, but
Yeah, I like Maya.
she just ain't have enough songs. I felt like.
So I agree with you. I'm gonna go with Ashanti overall. I love Alicia Keys. I think she's actually the best vocalist. But for me, Ashanti was just all the way around.
Yeah.
And I think Marie had the funnest songs.
Yeah.
Like she was definitely one of my favorites. And Maya was just gorgeous. But yeah, Ashanti wins for me too.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. If you made it to the end, we want to thank you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You want to see music critiques and blogs, check out my channel. You want to hear more music and blogs, check out Slyce's channel. I'm Canary Valens.
Slyce.
Peace.